Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jeremy Sadowski, and I'm here to bring you exciting Maricosta Mustang 2020 varsity football. Of course, the varsity football season was postponed to March due to COVID-19. Today, your Mustangs take on the Palos Verdes Sea Kings, and of course, the Sea Kings are led by legendary head coach Guy Gardner, who was a former Mustang quarterback and a member of the coaching staff on Maricosta's first two championships in 1993 and 1997. Coach Gardner has led this Palos Verdes squad to 9 straight Bay League championships, 4 CIF championship appearances, and 2 CIF titles. This is a classic matchup between two Bay League foes, and this one is underway, and the kick goes through the end zone for a touchback. The Sea Kings come in today's contest with a record of 1-1, with a loss versus Corona Del Mar in the season opener and a win versus Santa Monica 41-2 last week. Passes complete from junior quarterback Turner Helton. Good for about 4 yards on the play. Palos Verdes comes out on a pistol formation. The handoff goes to the back. Good for a few yards. That's number 30. Handoff goes again to Colino, this time around the right-hand side. Good for a few yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 4th down and about 3 situation here for Palos Verdes. Turner Helton shifts into a punting formation. He gets off a low line drive kick. That is going to go out of bounds, and the Mustangs will have good field position at the Palos Verdes 41-yard line to start their first drive of the day. 4 receivers set for the Mustangs. Man in motion from right to left. Pavlik back to pass. He's going to hit a man across the middle, and he breaks free and gets to the yard marker for a 9-yard gain. Man in motion this time from left to right. Pavlik is going to hand the ball off up the middle, this time to Thormesgaard. See if he got the first down, and he is just shy of it. 3rd down. Mustangs again hand the ball off, this time around the left-hand side, and Thormesgaard is able to pick up the first down for the Mustangs. Pavlik back to pass. He throws it over the middle. He completes it to number 16, senior Thomas Southey, who stumbles into the end zone for a Mustangs touchdown. Mustangs are able to get on the board first here, taking advantage of that great field position. Let's take another look at this play as Thomas Southey makes a nice move, cuts inside and gets the pass, and is able to get into the end zone for the Mustangs touchdown. Southey on to attempt the extra point. That is up high, straight, and it is good. So the Mustangs take a 7-0 lead here at Palos Verdes High School as the kick goes into the end zone. Van Grog kicking off for the Mustangs is able to get the touchback, and Palos Verdes will start their second drive of the day at their own 20-yard line. Pistol formation. Helton hands the ball off and is stuffed by the Mustang defense. Good job there by the defensive line getting penetration. Pistol formation once again. The handoff goes to Colino, and Colino breaks free and is dragged down in Mustang territory. A huge gain on the play, all the way down to the Mustang 41-yard line. 2 receivers to the left. Helton in the pistol. He's back to pass. He throws it to his left and completes it. Nice catch on the play by the Sea King receiver, Nagy. Sea Kings are looking to answer the Mustangs' first drive with a nice drive of their own here in their second possession of the day. Timeout on the field. Coach Gardner didn't like what he saw there. Helton in the pistol formation. He fakes the handoff. He throws it deep down the right-hand side, and that is going to be incomplete. However, it looks like there might be a penalty on the play. The referee's coming over to discuss the call with the other officials. Let's see what the call is going to be. And it is going to be a pass interference versus the Mustangs. Huge call that will give the Sea Kings a first down at the Mustang 15-yard line. Pistol formation. Helton's going to hand the ball off to Nagy, and Nagy works his way down to the 10-yard line around the left end. 4 receivers set, pistol formation. Helton back to pass. He's going to throw it over the middle and complete it. And this time, Nagy is going to get down to about the 2 or 3 yard line. First and goal, offset pistol eye formation. Nagy in on the Wildcat formation, and he runs it into the end zone around the right-hand side. And the Sea Kings are on the board. The point after attempt is up high straight, and it is good. So this score is all knotted up at 7 here in the first quarter. The kick is a line drive bouncer taken by Cale Marsh up to the Mustang 31-yard line, where they'll take over on their second possession of the day. Pavlik in shotgun. 4 receivers set, man in motion from right to left into a trips right formation. Pavlik throws the ball and is nearly intercepted. He was trying to hit the slot receiver there. Fortunate that that ball was dropped by the defender. Mustangs in shotgun. Pavlik rolls to his left, throws to his left, and completes it to Thomas Southey. A nice gainer there as he gets out of bounds. Picks up enough for the first down. 4 receivers set for the Mustangs. Single back. Pavlik back to pass. He is forced out of the pocket. He rolls to his left and throws it, and that ball was nearly completed but dropped. Trips left. Pistol formation. Pavlik back to pass. He throws it over the middle and completes it. Good for about 7 yards on the play. Second down and 3 situation for the Mustangs. 4 receivers set, man in motion from left to right into a trips right formation. Pavlik throws it over to his left and completes it to the single receiver near the sideline. Good for Mustangs first down. Pavlik rolls to his right, throws it and completes it again to Thomas Southey. And Southey takes it to about the Mustang 28-yard line, where he's pushed out of bounds. Rather, the 25-yard line where he gets out of bounds. 4 receivers set for the Mustangs. Man in motion into a trips right formation. Now Pavlik motions him back into a 4-receiver set. He's back to pass. He's setting up a wide receiver screen. Completes it to Southie, who is able to gain another couple yards. And it will be a 2nd down and 7 situation. Trips right for the Mustangs. Pavlik rolls to his right. He throws it, completes it over the middle, and Southie gets it down to the Sea King 5-yard line. 1st down and goal, Mustangs. Trips right. Single receiver to the left. Pavlik in shotgun. He's going to throw a little out pattern to the left and complete it to Thomas Southie. And that is going to be a Mustangs touchdown. That's his 2nd touchdown of the day, as the Mustangs regain the lead here in the 1st quarter. Let's take another look at this play, as Thomas Southie fakes that slant and then goes to the out, and Pavlik hits him perfectly in stride for the touchdown. Great play call there. Mustangs really like to run the slant out of that situation too, so good call by Morrow to switch it up there, and that extra point is up high straight, and it is good. So the Mustangs take a 7-point lead, 14-7 here in the 1st quarter, and that ball is going to be a line drive that is going to be returned past the 20 to about the 27-yard line, where the Sea Kings will take over. Let's see what Coach Gardner has in stall for the Mustangs defense. Pistol formation. Helton fakes it. He rolls to his right. He throws it deep down the middle, intended for Nagy, just out of his reach. Again, pistol formation here for the Sea Kings. The handoff goes to Colino. Colino takes it around the left-hand side, and he's still going and will be knocked out of bounds after a big gain. First and 10, Sea Kings at the Mustang 25-yard line. Helton back to pass. He throws it to his left. Great coverage. Breaking up there by the Mustang backfield. Josh Bestie in on that play for the Mustangs. 3-receiver set, pistol formation. Helton fakes the handoff. He's going to complete it out to his right. Good for about 5 yards on the play, to the Mustang 21-yard line. And that will end the 1st quarter of action, as your Mustangs lead 14-7 here at Palos Verdes. Mustangs looking to get into the win column for the first time this season. 3-receiver set. Handoff goes to the single back, and he might have picked up a couple yards on that play. Three-back formation. 4th down play for the Sea Kings. Timeout on the field. First time the Sea Kings have come out in that 3-back formation. Timeout, Sea Kings. Perhaps the Sea Kings were trying to draw the Mustangs off, or see what kind of look they were going to get defensively, as they call the timeout. Again, they come out in a pistol formation this time. Helton back to pass. He throws it over the middle and completes it into the end zone. That's Colino on the catch, and good coverage on the play by the defense, and even the official was in on that stop, but he got into the end zone, and this score is all tied up at 14. Palos Verdes kicking off from west to east, as Cale Marsh will return it for the Mustangs. He gets to about the 20-yard line, where the Mustangs will take over here in the second quarter, all tied up at 14. 4 receivers, single back formation, man in motion. Handoff goes to that man in motion. That's Thomas Southey, and he will get maybe a yard or 2 on the play. Mustangs have liked to run that jet sweep a lot this season out of that motion play. Trips left. Havlik back to pass, and that ball is nearly intercepted. The Palos Verdes defender read that play perfectly, but could not hold on to it. Pavlik in shotgun. He rolls slightly to his left and overthrows Southey. Fourth down situation here for the Mustangs. 4th and a long 7 yards to go. Thomas Southey in punt formation. He gets the kick away after a big rush came around the right end. And the Sea Kings will take over here in the second quarter with the score tied at 14. Pistol formation, handoff goes to Colino. Colino around the left-hand side, picks up 9, perhaps 10 yards on the carry. Palos Verdes' running attack has been quite effective as the Sea Kings pick up another first down. Helton back to pass, and he is going to be taken down. Cage Gagan with the huge sack for the Mustangs. Big play there for the Mustang defense to try to get momentum back on their side. Pistol formation, handoff goes up the middle. Good for about 4 or 5 yards on the carry. 3 receivers set, pistol formation. Helton back to pass. He's throwing it deep down the right-hand side and overthrows his receiver. 4th down, Helton shifts into a punting formation. Coach Gardner is looking to pin the Mustangs deep in their own territory. However, the ball goes into the end zone, and the Mustangs will take over at their own 20-yard line. 4 receiver, single back formation. Pavlik fakes the handoff, throws it to his left, completes it. And that is good for about 5 to 6 yards on the play. 2nd down, trips right formation. Pavlik with the back set to his left, scrambles to his left and is going to be taken down for a sack. There is a penalty on the play. Let's see what the call is going to be. It is going to be an intentional grounding versus the Mustangs. So that will push him back. Timeout on the field. Coach Morrow looking to get his offense back on track, as this game is all tied up 14-14. This is always a heated rivalry versus the Palos Verdes Sea Kings. Coaches know each other well. Players know each other well. Tight trips, right formation. Pavlik back to pass. He's looking to throw. Still on his feet. And that ball is going to be incomplete. Fourth down situation. Southey back on in punt formation. He gets the kick away. And the Sea Kings will take over from the Mustang 25-yard line. Colino in the Wildcat formation takes it himself, gets around the right-hand side, picks up about 6 yards on the carry. Colino back in on the Wildcat, fakes the handoff, takes it himself once again, this time around the left-hand side. It looks like he picked up enough yardage for the first down. So what we'll see here from the Sea Kings is they definitely like to run out of that Wildcat formation once they get into the red zone. Penalty is against the Mustangs. That's going to bring up a 1st and goal situation here for Palos Verdes. Handoff goes to Colino, this time around the right-hand side. Maybe picked up a yard on the play. An offset right pistol formation. Nagy fakes the handoff. He is going to take it around the right-hand side and into the end zone. So the Palos Verdes Sea Kings score once again from the Wildcat formation. Nagy with his 2nd touchdown of the day. Extra point is a low liner, barely over the crossbar, and it's good. So the Sea Kings take a 21-14 lead here in the 2nd. Cale Marsh returns the ball at the Mustang 5-yard line. He breaks free. He's still on his feet, and he is going to get past the Mustang 40-yard line. And the Mustangs will start this possession from their 42-yard line, trying to get something on the board before halftime, as Rupetti gets the handoff. Mustangs ran that motion, that fake jet sweep counter play to the back. That has been quite an effective running play for the Mustangs. Timeout on the field. Let's see what's going on here. Appears there is a penalty on the play. It is against the Mustangs, so that will push them back 5 yards. That 5 yards they just got will be taken back via the penalty. Pavlik in shotgun. He's back to pass. He's looking to throw to his right. He scrambles to his left, and he is going to be sacked. The ball is free, and let's see who is going to recover it. It appears the Mustangs say they got possession. Huge play by the Sea King defense. Penalty on the play. It's a holding call versus the Mustangs, which is declined. Huge loss on that sack and fumble. The Mustangs just lucky they didn't lose possession. Timeout on the field. Again, the Mustangs are looking to get some points on the board here in the 2nd quarter. Trips right formation. Pavlik in shotgun. Single back to his right. Pavlik back to pass. And the play is blown dead. Let's see what the call is going to be here. It's going to be an offsides versus Palos Verdes. Mustangs again coming out in that trips right formation. Pavlik back to pass. He throws it over the middle, and that ball is going to be intercepted by the Sea Kings, and that will be taken down to about the Mustang 25-yard line. Rather, the Mustang 20-yard line, where the Sea Kings will take over here. Handoff goes up the middle. Good for a nice gainer. Second down and about 4 yards to go. Nagy again out of the Wildcat formation. This time he's stopped by the Mustang defense. Nagy's been able to pick up some nice yardage on pistol formation. Helton back to pass. He's rolling to his right. He's throwing, and that ball is going to be incomplete. Fourth down situation here for the Sea Kings. Timeout on the field. Let's see what Coach Gardner does here. Pretty much be a 32-yard attempt. And it is going to be a field goal attempt for the Sea Kings. Snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is up high, and it is just wide left. So the score remains a 7-point contest. Palos Verdes lead your Mustangs 21-14. 4 receiver set, man in motion, and the handoff goes to the back. Picks up about 3 to 4 yards on the carry for the Mustangs. That was Rapetti on the carry. Mustangs in a pistol formation. H-back in motion. The handoff goes to the back, and he is going to be stopped maybe for a yard loss on the play. 4 receiver set. Pavlik in shotgun. Man in motion into a trips right formation. Throw goes over the middle. It's completed to Southey. Southey gets it to about the Mustang 32-yard line. That should be enough for the Mustang first down. However, that was a holding call, and that will do it for the first half, as your Mustangs trail the Palos Verdes Sea Kings 21-14. We'll be right back for third quarter action. Welcome back, fans. We are getting ready for second half action here at Palos Verdes High School as your Maricosta Mustangs take on the Palos Verdes Sea Kings in a classic Bay League brawl. Sea Kings are going to kick off to the Mustangs to start the second half, and that kick is a line drive that is going to be taken by Cale Marsh past the 20 to about the 23-yard line, where the Mustangs will start their first drive of the second half. Mustangs started off fast in the first half. Palos Verdes then came back to take the lead. Mustangs in a 4-receiver set, a tight 4-receiver set, man in motion into a trips right formation. Throw goes over the middle, intended for Southey, incomplete. Second down and 10 for the Mustangs. Again, 4-receiver set, single back to Pavlik's right. Pavlik back to pass. He steps up in the pocket. He scrambles to his left and throws it incomplete. Good job by Casey to get out of trouble there and just to get rid of the ball. Four receiver set for the Mustangs. Pavlik rolls to his right. He's going to throw it and complete it. And getting a nice big gain on the play is number 10, junior Cale Marsh. Will get it all the way to the Mustang 49-yard line. First down, Maricosta. Pavlik in the pistol formation fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, throws it, and completes it. Good for a couple yards on the play. Again, great job by Pavlik avoiding pressure. Pistol formation. This time the handoff goes to the back, and he will work his way to the Palos Verdes 43-yard line. It's going to be 3 yards for the first down. Pistol formation again for the Mustangs. Handoff goes once again to Thormasgaard. Is able to get back to the line of scrimmage and not much more. Fourth down situation here for Maricosta. Offense stays out on the field. Pavlik throws it over the middle and completes it to Thomas Southey. Good for a Mustang first down. First and 10 Mustangs at the Palos Verdes 38-yard line. Three receiver set, man in motion, and the handoff goes to the back. That little counter play out of that wide receiver motion picks up a nice little gain for the Mustangs. Second and about 6 yards to go. Three receiver set, man in motion into a trips left formation. Pavlik with a little backward pass to Cale Marsh, and he's taken down for a loss, and he is in pain on the field. Hopefully Cale will be back soon as he gets some assistance back to the Mustang sideline. He has been quite a weapon so far this season, both in the return game and as a receiver for the Mustangs. Pavlik rolling to his right, incomplete. A new formation here for the Mustangs. Two receivers to the far right. Mustangs now come out in their commonly used four receiver set. And that pass is going to be intercepted by Palos Verdes. He's still on his feet. He's down the sideline and is going to be pushed out of bounds right about the Mustang 20-yard line. Huge play by the Sea King defense as the Mustangs were driving on their first possession of the second half. And the Sea Kings, with a huge turnover, will take over deep in Mustang territory. First and 10, right about the 10-yard line. Actually, first and goal. Second down. Nagy in on the Wildcat pistol formation, takes it himself and goes up the middle for a touchdown, his third of the day. Again, the Palos Verdes Sea Kings, once they get into the red zone, go into that pistol Wildcat formation. A bad snap, and the holder is going to be thrown down. The extra point is no good. So the Palos Verdes Sea Kings extend their lead 27-14 here in the third quarter. The kick is taken at the 10-yard line. Thormasgaard on the return for the Mustangs. Hopefully we'll see Cale Marsh back soon in the lineup. Four receiver Single back formation here for the Mustangs. Pavlik fakes the handoff. He throws it to the right, and that ball is knocked down. Again, good defensive coverage by the Sea Kings. Trips left. Pistol formation. The handoff goes to the back. Is able to pick up a couple yards on the carry. Third down and long 7 for the Mustangs. 4 receiver set. Pavlik forced out of the pocket, and he throws it to his right down the sideline, incomplete. Again, good coverage by the Sea King defense. Southie in punt formation here for the Mustangs. It's a bouncer to him. He's able to get the kick off, however. It's amazing that he was able to get the kick off as it came in bouncing with the rush coming. However, the Sea Kings will have good field position here at the Mustang 31-yard line. Sea Kings in the pistol formation. Handoff goes to Colino this time. And he gets to about the 24-yard line of the Mustangs. Helton hands the ball off again to Colino. Again around the right-hand side. Maybe picks up a yard or two for the Sea Kings. Offset right pistol formation. The ball gets snapped high. Nagy's able to pull it down. Helton in at quarterback, pistol formation. He's back to pass. He's going to throw it deep down the right-hand side, incomplete. Turnover on downs. So the Mustang defense comes up big. 3 receiver pistol formation. Handoff goes to the back. He's around the right-hand side. And Repetti's able to pick up about 4 yards on the carry for the Mustangs. 2nd down and 6 to go. Trips left, single back formation. Pavlik in shotgun. He's back to pass. He scrambles to his right and then back to his left and is able to get the ball off, incomplete. Was lucky to avoid a sack on that play. 4 receivers set for the Mustangs. Casey Pavlik in shotgun. Pavlik back to pass. He is going to be thrown down for yet another sack. The Palos Verdes line has dominated play so far this contest, both offensively and defensively. 4 receivers set. Penalty on the play. Let's see who the call is going to be against. Officials discussing it, and it is going to be an offsides versus the Palos Verdes Sea Kings. Mustangs, 4 receivers set. And again, the Sea Kings jump offsides. So that should be another 5-yard penalty versus Palos Verdes. Back-to-back offsides gives the Mustangs 10 yards and a workable down and distance here. 4 receivers set. Pavlik back to pass. He scrambles a little bit to his right, completes it, and picks up the 1st down. Thomas Southie with the reception gets out of bounds after picking up the 1st down. That was aided by those 2 offsides penalties versus the Sea Kings. Mustangs have the ball, 1st and 10 at the Mustang 43-yard line. Man in motion, pistol formation, and the handoff goes to Thormasgaard, who works his way around the right-hand side, maybe picks up a yard or two on the carry. Mustangs have featured several new formations this contest, as the penalty is against the Sea Kings, a personal foul, which will give the Mustangs a 1st down at the Palos Verdes 41-yard line. Mustangs need to get some points on the board to get this down to a 1-score contest. 4 receivers set for Maricosta. Casey Pavlik in shotgun. Pavlik back to pass. He is going to scramble and get out of bounds around the right-hand side. Picks up enough yardage for a 1st down. Time out on the field as we hit the 4th quarter of play. Your Mustangs trail the Palos Verdes Sea Kings by 13 as we start the 4th quarter. 3-receiver pistol formation. The handoff goes up the middle, and the Palos Verdes defense read that play perfectly, and there was a slight loss on the play. 4 receivers set for the Mustangs. Casey Pavlik rolls to his right, throws it, and it is complete. And into the end zone is Thomas Southey. That's his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Point after attempt for the Mustangs. A low snap, and it is kicked through the uprights by Van Graw as the Mustangs now trail Palos Verdes only by 6 points here in the 4th quarter. Ball is dropped and then picked up by the Palos Verdes returner, and he's still on his feet, and he is going to get past the 40-yard line. Palos Verdes will have good field position from their own 45-yard line to start their first drive of the 4th quarter. High snap. Helton's able to pull it down and then complete it to his right. Nice job by Turner Helton as the Sea Kings pick up about 9 yards on the pass play. Pistol formation. Helton hands the ball off to Colino. Colino works his way around the left-hand side. Looks like he's going to be just shy of the 1st down. Nagy in the Wildcat pistol formation, and he takes it around the right-hand side. Good for a Sea King 1st down. Helton back at quarterback. He hands the ball off this time to the back, and he might have gotten a yard on the play. 2nd down and 9 for the Sea Kings. 3 receivers set. Pistol formation. Helton in at quarterback, and that will be a timeout on the field. Timeout, Sea Kings. Palos Verdes leads the Mustangs here in the 4th quarter by 6 points. Big drive here for both teams. Sea Kings looking to extend their lead. Mustangs looking to get possession. Helton back to pass. He's throwing it deep down the right-hand side, and that ball is going to be incomplete. Looks like there is a penalty on the play. It is going to be pass interference versus the Mustangs. Huge call as the Sea Kings will now be at the Mustang 29-yard line. Huge play. 1st and 10 Sea Kings. Helton hands the ball off to Colino. Colino breaks free up the middle and will work his way to about the Mustang 21-yard line. Another huge run for Colino. He's had a big game this afternoon for the Sea Kings as he gets the carry once again and is able to pick up another first down for the Sea Kings. Nagy in at quarterback. Helton in at quarterback, and he completes the pass over the middle, and that is good for a Palos Verdes touchdown to Halak. And the Sea Kings will go for 2. Nagy in at quarterback, and he is going to be stopped as he tries to take it around the right-hand side. He's unable to convert the 2-point conversion, so the Sea Kings now lead by 12 points here in the 4th quarter. Huge possession now for the Mustangs. They must get some points on the board if they're going to make this a contest. 2 receivers to the right. H back in for the Mustangs. Pavlik rolls to his right and throws it incomplete. Again, this is almost like a pistol I formation as Pavlik this time hands the ball off to the back, is able to pick up 3 to 4 yards on the carry. 3rd down and about 7. Trips right formation. Pavlik back to pass. He's getting pressured, and he is going to throw it deep down the left-hand side, and that ball is going to be incomplete. Would have been enough for the first down, but just could not hold on to it was Thomas Southey. 4 receiver set here for the Mustangs. Pavlik back to pass. He throws it over the middle, and that was fortunate that it was not intercepted. However, the Sea Kings will take over on downs. Helton in at quarterback, pistol formation. The handoff goes to Colino. Colino around the left-hand side. He breaks free, and he is going to get another big gainer for the Sea Kings all the way down to the Mustang 12-yard line. Another huge play by Colino. Dominic Colino, the senior running back, has had a huge game here. So has Nagy, Michael Nagy for the Sea Kings, and Turner Helton also with a couple touchdown passes. As we have Michael Nagy in the Wildcat pistol formation, is going to hand it off this time to Colino. Rather, that was Helton in at quarterback with the handoff for the Sea Kings. Nagy now in at quarterback. He fakes the handoff. He is going to take it himself, and he is going to get into the end zone for the touchdown. Another touchdown run for Michael Nagy as the Sea Kings extend their lead here versus the Mustangs. Point after attempt now, and that ball is through the uprights, and the Sea Kings extend their lead here versus the Mustangs. It's 40-21 here in the 4th quarter. There was a penalty, personal foul here against the Mustangs. So the Sea Kings will be kicking off from the Mustang. Looks like there might be another personal foul against the Mustangs. So it looks like 2 personal fouls here versus the Mustangs on that last touchdown. So the Sea Kings will be kicking off from the Mustang 30-yard line. And the Mustangs trail the Sea Kings here in the 4th quarter, 40-21. The kick goes through the uprights, and the Mustangs will take over here at their own 20-yard line. 4 receivers set for Maricosta. Pavlik rolling out. He is taken down, and he appears to be slow to get up. Casey Pavlik is helped to the sideline. Hopefully he will be okay. Mustangs have a backup quarterback now in. That's Kubler in at quarterback for the Mustangs, and he is going to hand the ball off, and that's not going to go anywhere. Kubler back to pass. He throws to his left, incomplete. Southie in punt formation. He's able to get a good kick off for the Mustangs. And the Sea Kings will take over at their own 25-yard line after an excellent kick by Thomas Southie. Palos Verdes backups now in. Got the offset left pistol eye formation. Handoff goes to the back, and he is going to be taken down at the 26-yard line. So up next for the Palos Verdes Sea Kings, as they will go to 2-1, 2-0 in league play. Palos Verdes will play Redondo at Redondo next Friday. And the Mustangs will play against new Bay League member Santa Monica at Cooper Field at Waller Stadium next Friday. Of course, Santa Monica and Culver City are new Bay League members this season to join Maricosta, Redondo, Palos Verdes, and Peninsula High Schools to make up the Bay League. Coach Guy Gardner is on his way to yet another Bay League title. If the Sea Kings are able to pull off this Bay League title, it would be their 10th straight Bay League title. The last time the Mustangs had a share of the Bay League title with the Sea Kings was in 2016. And then the last time the Mustangs were the outright Bay League champions was in 2010. And that team, of course, was led by legendary Mustang J.R. Tavai, former USC Trojan, former Tennessee Titan, and current CFL football player. And Mustangs will regain possession of the ball. However, it appears there might have been a fumble on the play, and it looks like the Sea Kings have recovered the fumble. So the Sea Kings will retain possession. They should just have to down it one more time, and that will do it for this contest, as the Palos Verdes Sea Kings will go to a record of 2-1, 2-0 in Bay League, and the Mustangs fall to 0-3. Mustangs will return home next week versus the Santa Monica Vikings, looking to get into the win column in this postponed 2020 season, as we are in March of 2021. Entering April next week, as your Mustangs will take on the Santa Monica Vikings. Up next for the Sea Kings is Redondo on the road. So we'll see you next week at Cooper Field at Waller Stadium as your Mustangs take on Santa Monica in Bay League action.